Evan, Lily, thank you so much for the meal. Hey, Miss Helen, please pay back the bill for dinner to me later, okay? Of course, please keep it a secret from Evan. Yes, here you go. Hey!
Trouble Busters!
That was delicious!
It's been a while since we last came here, but it's still as delicious as ever.
It was the best meal out I've had in a while. Bro, let me pay for you guys this time.
What?
What are you saying, dude? I can't let my little brother treat me so well like this. We'll be staying with you for 2 or 3 days on such short notice, so at least allow me the chance to repay you a little. No, dude, it's still a lot of money, you know?
We drank a few bottles of champagne and wine after all.
Oh, nonsense. All of that combined is cheap compared to the money we'd use on a hotel and transportation, right, Lily?
What? Oh, sure.
Well, then, if you insist, bro, I'll let you do this one time.
Evan, Lily, thank you so much for the meal. Hey, Miss Helen, please pay back the bill for dinner to me later, okay? Of course, please keep it a secret from Evan. My name's Helen, and this is Lily, the wife of the brother of my husband, Evan. The couple live far away from where we live, but they're staying for 3 days because their favorite band is having a concert in our city. Lily is originally a rather money-hungry woman, and I thought something regarding money might happen this time as usual, but I knew it. The bath is ready, so please, go ahead before us.
Thank you so much.
I'll bring the mattresses in the meantime.
Thank you, Helen.
Oh, the mattresses have already been... You haven't forgotten already, have you? But that would mean disrespecting Evan's wishes to do what he wants, so... It doesn't matter. I'm the one in charge of the household budget, you see. But... And even though I got married to him first, you're pretty close with Evan's parents just because you live near where you live, aren't you? What? You'll get a lot more inheritance if you act so much like an angel, right? Inheritance? You'll get a lot anyways, so shouldn't you be treating us to everything while we're here? Even if you say that. Anyway, please give us back the money before we all forget about this. For God's sake, if we're going to stay here, we might as well have slept in the damn car for 3 days. And your congratulatory gift when I married your husband's brother was $30 frickin'. And I was told not to say anything to Trevor. At that time, I'd just gotten married to him, so I didn't want to say anything if it meant our relationship would get worse, so I didn't say anything to retaliate. Even though you've been saying a slew of nasty things to me, I ignored them all at first, but eventually the bottled up stress and uneasiness would become too much to control. And despite the fact the Smiths still have a long way to go in life, you dare to bring up the subject of inheritance? There is a limit to how greedy someone can be, damn it! Unforgivable! Troublebusters initiate!
Hey, why don't we go back to Mom and Dad's house today together as a surprise? Oh, that's a nice idea. We came all the way here after all. Why not?
But I'm sure Mr. and Mrs. Smith will be so happy to see us all together. But we're already tired, and we're still going to get in the car to go somewhere.
It'll take an hour and a half after all, it's true.
We can always come to see them again during New Year's. We can't possibly prepare good souvenirs on such short notice. That shouldn't be a problem.
Really?
Here you go. Lily, you asked me to pay you back for the meal, so I'll pay it back, fair and square. Hey! How about you use this money to buy souvenirs for Mr. and Mrs. Smith?
What do you mean?
You were against paying for the meal last night, weren't you, Lily? I'm sorry we let Evan treat us to a lovely meal without listening to your opinion. And yesterday, you scolded me saying that we ought to treat you guys for everything because we'll be getting a lot of inheritance anyway.
Excuse me?
No! I don't know much about the inheritance, nor do I want to know for another while, but I genuinely think you're right. We should treat you to everything while you're here. So I'll return the money you lent us last night.
I guess I agree. No, I won't accept it.
I know it seems rude, honey, but I was honestly worried that you didn't have much money to spare on the likes of us. Being the congratulatory gift for our wedding was $30 and all.
$30? Is that so, Evan? No, dude, I swear on our parents that can't be true. Lily, you're awfully quiet right now.
No, this is not what...
I don't understand any of this. I'm sure I wrapped up $500 and gave it to you to give to them on their wedding day.
No, maybe it was a mistake on Helen's part.
A mistake?
I'm also sure I wrapped up $500 and gave it all to her.
How about it, Helen? No matter how we think about this, $30 seems ridiculous.
I was surprised too, Trevor. I thought there must have been some kind of mistake on her part, but...
I didn't check anything properly at all either. I left it all up to you. But hold on, Helen. You kept a record of the funds and everything for the wedding ceremony, didn't you?
Yes, I did. It's all on the bookshelf in the bedroom.
Let's have a little check later.
Yes, I think we should. I'm sorry I couldn't tell you right away about the money for the meal. She actually told me not to tell you or Trevor about how she demanded the money back, but since you were the one who paid for it, Evan, I felt I had to tell you.
Told her to keep quiet? Why did you have to go that far? This is outrageous! I paid for the meal because I was so grateful that they let us stay with them while we were here. I paid for it from my own pocket money, so I don't think there's any problem.
Hey, why do you only believe what Helen says here, Evan?
Because there's no need for Miss Helen to lie about all this.
How can you say that for sure?
And also, when it comes to things back at home regarding Mom and Dad, Miss Helen probably helps out most of the time on behalf of me and my brother who are busy with work. And by her helping out, I mean she admittedly only does a little bit, like carrying heavy groceries or helping with vegetables during the harvest season in their garden. It's not much, but it's enough. She supports us with things we can't do, so what is there to be dissatisfied with?
Dissatisfied, Evan? When did I ever say I was dissatisfied with helping your parents?
And there's especially no need to be thinking about inheritance when both of our parents are still young and healthy.
You don't need to be so angry, you know.
Of course I'd be angry. Well, now guys, please calm down.
What the hell? You must have it so easy, Mr. Trevor.
Huh?
You just happen to live near your parents, and that's why you're gonna get a lot of inheritance.
Enough, Lily! Inheritance. Is that the only thing you think about?
It's important. You two are brothers, for God's sake. If things continue like this, most of it will end up going to your brother and his wife. Don't you feel frustrated about that?
More than feeling frustrated about something as currently meaningless as that, I never thought about it that way in the first place.
Is that what Mr. and Mrs. Smith said themselves, Lily?
I don't think that's the case, honestly. I'm really disappointed in you, Lily.
Excuse me? It's not like we're that close, you know. It takes 3 hours to do a round trip to where they live, and I can't get out there all that often.
With their personalities especially, they might call you suddenly without any ill intentions, but it still can't be that easy.
No, I don't think it's all that hard. I'm totally fine with it. I mean, more to the point, though, why don't you just drop by whenever you're in the area? I'm absolutely sure they would be happy to see you, but that's a bit... Why's that? Because then I'll have to go buy souvenirs for them and stuff like that.
So it's all about money after all. Why do you have to be so stingy with money, huh?
Don't know what to say, and there's nothing in particular to talk about. Even if it's not for a long period of time, I think they'll be overjoyed if you just showed your face every once in a while. You keep your thoughts to yourself, okay? I guess it can't be helped then. I was vaguely aware that you didn't like Mr. and Mrs. Smith very much in the first place.
Huh?
Yes, we've discussed a few times whether we should pool money together to send a present on one of their birthdays, but I've never gotten any money from her, you see. She says she'll pay me back later on.
How can you talk about inheritance like you do when you don't even pay at least a little kindness? Maybe I said something unnecessary. I can't believe this.
You don't have to believe any of these lies. They're all lies, I tell you. Helena's trying to drag me down to ensnare me. Me? Ensnare you? It's true, isn't it? I can't take it anymore.
Huh? What do you mean?
Evan, you're finally listening to me? Actually, it was Helen who said she didn't want to give us any inheritance. What? The food was also one thing, but when I went upstairs to help her yesterday with spreading out the mattresses in the guest bedroom, she flat out told me.
What did she say?
She said she didn't want us to treat her and Mr. Trevor because we didn't seem to have any money, and she said she would give me back the money. No, I didn't say that. Where the hell is that coming from? I'm so shocked.
Helen is not the kind of person who would deliberately look down on people because they don't have money.
Trevor. Yes, she frickin' is. Helen here has been looking down on me and my husband ever since she got married to you, Mr. Trevor. And even regarding the stupid congratulatory money, she said that if she received this much, it would be hard for us to live. So of course she gave us back most of it. And she does all this because she hates me. Don't you think that's terrible? I just wanted to get along with you, Miss Helen.
But what about the birthday presents?
The same tactics everywhere, honey. I said I would pay, but she said I didn't have to. I could see full well that she wanted to take all the credit herself, but I didn't say anything. Stop this nonsense now. I didn't do any of that. True, I do admit you said you'd pay for the presents later on, but you've never given me anything. When we met in person too, I asked you directly, but you always said you didn't have the money at the moment. That's all you ever said. That's terrible. You're still willing to lie again?
I genuinely don't think Miss Helen is the type to lie. But what's the truth here?
I'm not the type to lie either, Evan.
I guess it can't be helped. Huh? I thought I'd keep quiet because it was too much of a hassle for you, dude, but yesterday I went upstairs to help Helen lay out the mattresses, just as Lily here said she did too, and then I heard their conversation, so I thought I'd keep quiet. But I can't forgive her for telling so many lies and saying such cruel things about Helen.
What?
If you heard it, bro, then I guess Miss Helen was right after all. Not only are you so idiopathically stingy, you're quite the extravagant liar, too.
What? No! Even Mr. Trevor's lying about this, Evan.
Please, I beg you, don't make any more ugly fusses about such ridiculously meaningless things and embarrass me.
Embarrass you? You don't have to say that much. What's the matter, guys? In the first place, why the hell do we have to take ourselves to a French restaurant anyway? It's too expensive. That's what a restaurant of that cuisine and stature is like, after all. But there has to be something wrong with you people willing to pay $500 for a meal on an ordinary day. You knew we were coming to stay over for a few days, so you should have prepared a meal for us, right?
Are you actually saying all that right now? Trevor took us over there because he wanted to, Lily, and because he thought it would be a better way to welcome us. Before we went, even you were happy and said you were looking forward to it.
I didn't think it would be that expensive. I can't help but think they chose it on purpose. Originally, we were planning to treat you, so we just thought that we'd splurge a little for a change, understand? We thought that maybe eating something delicious would help you two get settled and relaxed. I don't even know if my cooking would suit your taste either, so...
It was you, Lily, who poured wine and champagne one glass after another and drank quite a bit.
It wasn't just me, everyone else was too.
If we say one thing, you say another damn excuse. You probably just didn't want to pay with our money. It's really disgusting to say something like that ruins what Trevor and Miss Helen did for you out of kindness. Anyway, I'm not going to accept this money, so you may put it away, guys.
What the hell? A husband's supposed to side with his wife, isn't he? In the end, you care more about your brother and his wife than me, don't you?
How long will you go on saying absolutely pointless horse shit? Are you really not aware that you're the one doing and saying something stupid?
Something stupid? It's just that we don't have the same financial sense, Evan.
It's not that kind of problem anymore when you take it this far, Lily. All right, guys, calm down. Bro, Miss Helen, I do hope you can accept my apology. I'm sorry for causing you discomfort, even though you've been so kind to us both. Don't worry about it, Evan, dude. It can't be helped.
I agree, Evan, dear. I'm really sorry that I've been keeping everything to myself for so long.
No, Miss Helen, you did nothing wrong. It's Lily here who's truly at fault. I cannot fathom asking you to let us stay after causing all this trouble, so we'll stay at a hotel tonight.
What? How does that happen? I'd rather stay here than stay at a hotel, Evan. It's so close to the concert date that I'm sure we can't get a room even if we try to get a hotel.
No. After causing them so much trouble, you still want to rely on their kindness, do you? How imposing can you actually get, eh? We're gonna look for a hotel right now, and if we can't find one, we'll just have to give up on the concert and go home.
What are you saying? I don't want to give up. I begged for a ticket and someone gave it to me for a discounted price, and it would be a waste to throw away all that effort.
Gave it to you? For a discounted price? Didn't you say you called them many times and you finally won tickets? You go and lie about that even?
No, it was just a figure of speech.
A figure of speech.
And also, we don't have enough money to stay in a hotel right now, so...
We could just go to the bank and withdraw some money.
Wouldn't that be a waste? Now that I think of it, Lily, you said yesterday that you'd rather stay in the car for 3 nights, didn't you?
Sleeping in the car? That's a little...
I didn't say that! Wait a minute, Lily. Maybe I misunderstood something. Maybe you aren't trying to escape or anything like that, but you seriously don't have the money. What? Perish the thought, Helen.
No, I don't think that's possible, Helen. Same here. Evan works in a good workplace that pays pretty well, so...
Yeah, I guess you're right. That was rude of me. I'm sorry for saying that, Evan.
Oh, no worries, ma'am. After what happened, it's no wonder you think that way. I'll cover for my wife regarding this one point, but Lily is very prudent and doesn't waste money ever. She doesn't buy a lot of things, and she tells me to consult me when I want to make a big purchase. But that conversation has never come up thus far. I get a decent allowance, and we're not short of money as a married couple, are we, Lily?
Yeah.
But I still think her attachment to the money goes a little too far at times. I genuinely think so, and I'll have her explain it to me properly. So can I ask you to be lenient about that this time, guys? Of course, bro, since we'll continue to be involved with each other. Right, Helen?
I guess so.
Do you not like the idea after all, Miss Helen?
Oh, I'm sorry. That's not what I meant. I was just thinking that even if one doesn't buy things, you can't save money if you gamble or something like that.
Come now, Helen, I think you've said enough. Gambling? No, but Lily's always at home, so she'd never gamble or anything, right?
Yeah, of course. I suppose you're right. I'm sorry.
No, ma'am, I understand why you've found the need to say that. I'll pay you back when I withdraw money for my parents' presents and gifts. So can you tell me how much it amounts to?
Yes, dear, I will. Thank you so much.
Well, now let's just book a hotel for now. I hope we can get one close by.
Wait, Evan.
What?
Actually, we don't have any savings.
Huh?
I mean, we don't have any savings and we might have a little debt.
What? Debt? Why?
I gambled.
But you're always at home. When the heck would you gamble?
Well, that's because I watch horse racing, cycling, racing, boating on my phone.
Seriously?
I thought I'd try to get back what I'd lost by winning more, but then it just...
Are you okay, Evan? Yeah, dude. This is not the time to enjoy a concert, though.
I suppose that's true. I truly really meant no harm, honey.
It's not a question of whether you meant any harm or not. I'm sorry, I can't do it. I don't feel like we can be together any longer.
No, wait, please. Not like this. I don't want a divorce.
Even I don't want a woman who puts all the money I worked so hard to make for our sake into gambling.
I promise you I won't gamble anymore. I'll pay you back from now on.
With my money, you probably mean.
Mr. Trevor, Miss Helen, could you please say something? Things continue like this, we'll end up getting divorced. Even if you ask us to defend you, sweetheart?
Yeah, honestly, it's your own fault. Let's just go home now and talk about it.
No, please, I don't want a divorce. And then the couple went home with an awkward atmosphere. A few days later, it was decided that they really would get divorced. Lily had a total of $30,000 in debt, and apparently she'd also borrowed a total of $20,000 from various friends, so... Quite the terrible situation for Evan, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it seems that instead of receiving alimony, Lily will have to pay back all the debts herself somehow.
Yeah, it must hurt to work hard unrewarded, huh?
Lily doesn't have parents to return to either, so it's going to be tough for her from now on.
I hope Evan's not so depressed after all this.
I know I shouldn't really say this being his annoying older brother and all, but Evan's a great guy, and I think he'll find someone great soon.
I think you're right. I hope you have a happy future, Evan, as we will. Troublebusters.